Items can help serve as a reminder to help us keep going whenever we feel like we want to give up. There are 3 things in particular that are important to me. The first one is going to be my house cat, Orion. My second one is going to be my tenor saxophone. And my third thing is going to be a painting that's painted by my great-great-grandmother. So let's start off with my first thing, which will be represented by a picture. This is a picture of my house cat, Orion. Now, we've had Orion for around 3 years now. He was originally a stray that we took care of, and we take care of a lot of strays even still now, but he caught our eye a little bit, just because he was in very poor health, he was very skinny, and he also was ready to be a part of the family. He would try to come in when he was still a stray from outside, and so we integrated him with our other pets, and we call him family. He came during a perfect time in our lives as well, considering that he came to us during the beginning of the pandemic when we were feeling really uncertain with our lives and we weren't sure what our place was anymore. All of our routines were changing and there was a lot of social unrest in my household. And the integration of Orion really helped us because he helped to sort of bring us back together. We added a new member of the family and I think that all made us a little bit stronger. And so he usually helps us during times of stress and unrest. Now on to my second thing, which will also be represented by a picture. This is a photo of my tenor saxophone. Now this one in particular is one that I got as a gift for my 16th birthday, which was the first major gift I've ever gotten in my life. It was given to me by my dad, and it was because he knew about my love for music. I've been playing the saxophone since I was in middle school. I played in high school in the marching band and the jazz band, and every now and then I'll go and play little gigs with random little jazz groups. My instrument was very important to me during a time when I felt a lot of isolation. I went to a high school where I didn't really know anybody, and band was the way of pushing me through the door and getting myself to meet new people when otherwise I probably would have felt really overwhelmed and uncomfortable. And even now, music helps to serve as a friend during times of need or as a comfort whenever I'm not feeling well, and music can always be something I rely on to be one of my friends as well. So I've talked about my cat Orion and I've talked about my tenor saxophone. And so I'm going to be going on to my third and final thing, which is this painting right here. This is a painting that was painted by my great-great-grandmother, and I inherited this painting after my own grandmother passed away. She died pretty tragically, and it was the first time I ever really experienced loss in my life. I lost her to cancer and dementia, and I felt really lost during that time. It was also around the time I was in high school, and I didn't really know what my purpose was. I was faced with my own mortality, and I now use this painting as a symbol to help me during times of loss or when I feel directionless. In conclusion, items can help serve as a reminder to help us keep going whenever we feel a little lost. I've talked about my cat Orion, who helps me during times of stress. I've talked about my tenor saxophone, which helps me during times in isolation. And I've also talked about my grandmother's painting, who helps me during times of loss and directionlessness.